Sharon here. Remember the Concertina journal I made and I said I had scraps left over? Well, this is what I've got left. I'm going to make a tag journal. Now I've made a template which is 3.5 by 7.5. I've got, it will make 8 tags, 16 pages, double-sided. I've got this white card that I've had for, oh God, a long time. I bought some card that was supposed to be 160 GSM and it's so flimsy that it isn't. So I've been using it up as backing for things and trying to use it for strengthening different tags and journal cards. So I thought I would make the bases out of this, and then by the time I've put the paper both sides, it should stiffen it all up, and then I'll be putting 2 tags together, so it will definitely stiffen up. So it'll be better pages all together. Anyway, right, I've got to go off and make all these 16 tags, bases, and I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I've cut all the bases out, I've glued all the papers on. This is going to be my front tag. I've already just hinged 2 tags together, but what I suggest is you get your tags in the right order that you want them before hinging them, so you know where you're going with it. So it goes like this. And then I'll show you how you hinge. One of the other things I suggest you do after hinging the first 2 is that you ink all the tags first. And this is going to be my back. So you take your front tag and you leave it aside for now. You take your next 2 tags and you hinge them. Now what I've done, the hinges are pieces of 200 GSM card. I've got them measured at 6 7/8 and 1.5 inches. And then I've scored or folded it in half at 3/4 of an inch. My tags, by the way, are 7.5 by 3.5, which I think I've already mentioned anyway. So you take your first 2 tags and you hinge them together, put them aside. Then you take the next 2, these 2. I'm actually using my large tape runner to do this, and you just run your tape, couple of bits down one side on the inside of your hinge, like that. Now if this is going to hinge like, whoops, like that, that one's going to go in there. This basically is the height of my tag, so of course it all depends what size tags you're using. So my hinges are 6 7/8, so it goes to the edge there, to the bottom there. Then you take your tape runner again, run it down there, and down there again, because you will be gluing these back to back. And then just place that, whoops, you can see up to where I folded it there. So you've got it hinged together like that, and what will happen is these will be glued together. But as you can see, I had trouble inking in the middle here on the first 2 that I hadn't inked, so I've gone through and inked all the edges. So eventually this will stick to that. So you take your next 2 and your next hinge, and you run your tape runner down the middle, whoops, down there. Don't worry if you do go over the edge, because it will just stick to your tag. And then place your tag up to the edge like that and stick down. Do the same this side. Run your tape runner. I mean, you could try using wet glue. I did follow a tutorial and I can't pronounce the lady's name, So, but I will link how she did the hinges, just for the hinges below. So again, you just lay it on there, and that's your next 2 tags that will go together like that. That will go together like that. So eventually it's going to open like this. So I'll carry on with this and then go on to the next stage, which is going to be some gluing the tags together and then the decorating. Okay, I've stuck some of these pages together, as you can see here, and I decided to go with the wet glue to see how it went. Got a bit stuck there. So now I'm on the last page. This is what I've done. Glued around the edge. The trick is lining up the hinges, the spine bit of it. So I glue around there, make sure I get around the hole, like that. And I take this, put it on here, like that. Move it down slightly, level it up, there, like that. So that's all glued on. That's my front. This is my back, so they need to be glued on there and on there. However, first we need to reinforce or cover this spine, otherwise it's just going to look, it's not very nice, is it, looking like that. So I'm going to get some material to cover it and glue that on there. So I'll go and choose some material. Okay, before you decide to cover the spine, because I haven't cut these tags out, I've done them all by hand, they're not all level when they are put together, so you just need to do a bit of trimming before. I mean, you can do it after, but I prefer to do it before when I've got a bit more flexibility with the spine at the moment. So I'm just trimming down. Oops, where is it? There. There. I'll probably have to re-ink. There's a bit there. It's quite difficult, but there. As you can see, there's some here. That's the trouble. If you actually use your scan and cut or your silhouette, and I have got a silhouette, and I did contemplate doing it that way, setting up the tag. I think if I do one again, I would do it that way. I would cut the tags out on a silhouette. However, if you haven't got a machine, then this is the way to do it. Just trim them up afterwards. Okay, so I have found some material. My local textile shop in Torrevieja's shutting down. Unfortunately, I think it's probably a victim of the pandemic and times. People aren't using that much material now. So you need to cut a strip that covers over the spine like that. So I'm just going to trim the top bit off where it's raggedy. There. And I'm going to be putting this there around to this side. So make sure I've got enough like that. Going just over the hinges as well, down to here. Like here. I'm going to make some ruffles from my medical journal orders that I still haven't completed, but then I have got 7 of them to make. So I'll use that for the ruffles. Oops, made it a little bit too long, didn't I? Let's do it that way. I'm probably making this look a lot more complicated than it actually is. Right. Yep. So, first of all, I think I'm going to put it all the way down the spine. I'm using block or 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac. All the way down the spine first. Over the spine, like that. Then I'm going to glue all this here. And I haven't got my white. Here it is. Yeah, I mean, it's coincidence that I bought this material. I wanted something that was quite neutral. I was looking for Christmas material the other day, went along there, found my Christmas material, and then realised they were shutting down. I don't know how long. They got 50% off everything. Well, some is 20% off. Unfortunately, the Christmas was 20% off, but I'll go along again in a few weeks and hopefully they'll still be open. I'm on their Facebook page, so I should see. It's so hard over here to get material. And now we can't get it in from the UK because of Brexit. It's even more difficult. Right, so I've done that. So that now is flexible and opens up. What I need to do is put my front one on here, like this. So again, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac all over it. Not Fabri-Tac, block, 3-in-1, whatever. All the way down the edges, like that. And especially, note this side, isn't it? It flips over this side. Make sure I've got enough all over the material to stick down. And then just place this on top. And try and line it up. Yeah, that's better. I've got it. I am lining up the edges there, like that. Yeah, oh dear, it is coming over a bit, but we'll sort that out afterwards. Like that, and then do the same on the back with the back one. Like this. We've got storms today and tomorrow over here. And the weather's back up hot again. That way, this side. Make sure I've got enough there for the material. Go over and put that on there. As I say, I'm lining it up with the back there, so I will have to do some bit of adjustment there. Right, I'll let that dry, and then it's decoration. As you can see, it's quite a good sturdy booklet, and now I'm just going to do some decoration on it. That's next. See you in a minute. I've now finished decorating it and put it all together. I've put organza ribbon as a tie around it, and I've got a little dangle with some gems on and a little bee there. I've used the same organza ribbon in the tags as well, and I've put a gem in the middle of the sunflower. Oops. So opens up like this. I've used the Digital Mandragora ephemera, as well as Cara Brandon's, because I didn't have enough left of Cara's. This is a tag from Cara. This is a tuck spot, another tag, and a little flippy. So they've got plenty of journaling space behind there and on them. That I didn't do much with because I liked it as it was. Side pocket here with a bit of ephemera sort of stuck on decoration. A tag from Cara in there. And then an envelope that I've made a closure with. And I've just put some ephemera loose in there. So a journal card with a little tab on. These little tabs there. And then just another one there and a little bit there. So you've got some hidden journaling spots there that you can use. That goes in there. That's plain. I've just put a stamp on the bottom there. And again, plenty of room for journaling. Belly band made out of some of the scraps left. 2 more tags I put on there. And then another little small envelope with a closure. And just 1 journaling card in there. I haven't backed these. I left them plain. Oops. Oh dear. Oh, it's going underneath, that's why. There. That goes in there. You could even write on here. Here I made a pocket, and to fit the journal card in that I made, I had to do the little flat bits underneath. Decorated this with a butterfly and a gem. And a label. You can do journaling on here, and this is a tag which I've backed, and I've put some scrap of the paper on and just tore it around the edges. All the tabs are all scraps of paper that I've managed to use up, and this one I've actually put a little tuck spot on there with some 2 little journal cards tucked in there, and that little journal card I put a little tab on the side. And then I've decorated with a butterfly and some other bits and pieces and some bling on there. So that fits in there. That I've left blank. This is a pocket from the Mandragora kit, and this is from Cara Brandon. And then again, I've backed all the tags in coffee paper as well. So that goes in there. That I've left blank. This is a pocket left over from Cara's kit, and a couple of tags that again are backed. So they go in there, and that one in there. And then this is a squash bottle top that I've made a little charm and put a sunflower image in it. Whoops, wrong way. There. These I think came from Digital Collage Club. I found it in my stash. And round to the back, and that's it. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, and there's the spine, by the way, there. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Many thanks. Speak to you again soon. Bye.